So mga kabanat, narito yung highlight kahapon. Ito ay bahagi ng pagtatanong ni Senadora Kiko dito sa kay Liong. Itong dating PS-DBM head ngayon ay nag-apply bilang Deputy Ombudsman at ngayon nga ay tinatanggap na. At kini-question niya itong ginawa ng PS-DBM na pagpabor talaga dito sa Parmali at saka mayroon naman palang manufacturer dito at gumagawa ng face mask na kaya mag-produce ng 2 million per month pinipilit pa rin nila bumili dito sa Parmali at ngayon sinabi ni Senador Kiko iniligaw daw siya sa mga tanong, no, kasi nakikita mo ang tanong ni Senador Kiko kasi patungkol sa medtech. Ang isasagot naman ni Liong ay itong AMS na hindi naman talaga accurate doon sa mga sagot. So panoorin nyo itong mga kabanat, itong highlight, maiksi lang ito, 7 minutes.
You're bringing me to PPEs eh. Nililigaw mo ako eh. Sorry, Mr. Leong, but I mentioned the case of masks and now you're answering me about PPEs.
No,
You're not responsive. That your answer,
Mr.
your
Chairman.
answer is not responsive.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Wherein Parmali was again favored, and this is apart from these documents already shown by the chairperson. And this we've gathered through news reports and our discussions with in the committee hearings previously, the Economic Affairs Committee hearing of Senator Marcos, and the Committee on Trade hearing of Senator Pimentel, both confirming that as early as February 2020, we actually have a manufacturer of face masks in the country, Mr. Chairman. This is the Medtex Corporation. It is in the Freeport area of Bataan. And based on news reports, as early as February, Medtech had already committed to the DTI to produce 2 million masks monthly. And at that point in February, they were already producing 80,000 masks a day. And they export these masks abroad. They are engaged in the manufacturing of bandage, elastic, plaster, and face masks. So itong mga price survey, market survey, tsaka price analysis, bakit inuna nyo kaagad yung importer? Ba't di ninyo kinausap direkta itong Medtech? Yun ang merong local manufacturer nagbibigay ng trabaho sa ating mga kababayan, kayang mag-produce ng 80,000 masks a day. February pa lang nakipag-usap na sa DTI. Pero at ang balita namin, ang information ng DTI sa amin, hindi nyo pinapansin. Dinidribble-dribble ng DBMPS. Kung ano-anong dahilan. Ilang meeting din. In fairness, marami daw kayong meeting.
Walang kita.
Pero walang nangyari sa meeting. Yung pala, puro dinedirekta sa Parmali. And with that, Mr. Chairman, our request, it's a manifestation, that perhaps if we can invite the Secretary of Trade in the next hearing so that he can clarify this. Because there was a huge tug of war na hindi pinapansin ng DOH, DBMPS, yung mga local manufacturers at ang DTI. Yan, government to government na yan, Mr. Leong. So I hope you understand.
I understand your sentiment, Mr. Chairman, Honorable Senator Pangilinan. Mr. Chairman, if I may clarify po, with respect to the local manufacturers, if my memory serves me right, we entertained EMS when they came to us. And with respect to the coveralls po, I think you're talking about I couldn't recall the name. They went to us, I think around after April.
Wait, no, you are bringing me to another set of facts. That's not the facts. Don't include other facts. The facts that I said was that February, pwede nang bumili ng masks. You're bringing me to PPEs eh. Nililigaw mo ako eh. Sorry, Mr. Leong, but
No,
You
no,
answer, I mentioned the case of masks, and now you're answering me about PPEs. You're
no,
not responsive. That
no, Mr.
your answer
Chairman.
is not responsive.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, what I was saying was, we actually negotiated with a local. I said first po si EMS, and masks naman po si EMS.
No, no, no.
So,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You didn't say that immediately. I'm sorry, but
I
please,
did, Mr. Chairman.
let's go back to the transcripts. The first thing you said was PPEs. You didn't talk about. You didn't mention EMS. You already immediately went to Conweb and PPEs when I was raising the issue of masks. So please,
Mr. Chairman, that's not the intention. I really did mention EMS, but if it wasn't heard properly, I apologize for that.
thank you, and please, and I didn't mention EMS. I mentioned MedTech.
Yes, that's correct, Mr. Chairman. Kaya nga sabi namin,
And EMS, we already debated and discussed. Sorry, not debated, but we already interpolated and raised questions and exhausted the discussions on EMS. But as early as February 2020, a manufacturer was actually manufacturing masks. EMS was not manufacturing masks at that time. They could not, but MedTech could. So you're again bringing me to EMS, and you will tell me that they were not yet capacitated because they had to what do you call it? Retool.
I cannot, Mr. Chairman, one last lang po. I understand the sentiment of Senator Pangilinan.
Bakit mo ako nilalayo sa MedTech?
No, Mr. Chairman, I'm not.
Okay, you aren't. But please, the question is about MedTech.
Yes.
Who at that point could already produce 80,000 masks a day.
I wasn't aware of that, Mr. Chairman. What I was
as procurement
what I was
division head,
aware,
excuse me, as procurement division head, right in our own backyard, dapat sana alam mo yun, hindi ba?
I was going to that answer, Mr. Chairman. What I was aware was around March, we couldn't find, I don't know why, even medtechs. I will try to ask my subordinates there. I think I was told that, I really couldn't remember it correctly right now. I think I was told that they had to export or import most of their production at that time. So we were really in a tight position on where to find masks.
Well, that's why, Mr. Chairman, thank you, Mr. Liong. That's why, Mr. Chairman, it would be good to bring in the DTI to clarify this, because the DTI is saying otherwise.
And besides, gentlemen, and besides, it wasn't hard to find masks. DOH found masks about the same time. Mas mababa doon sa binili nyo.
May 18 na po yun na-deliver, Mr. Chairman. Nakahanap din po tayo kay EMS ng 1350 po.
Yeah, pero mamura pa rin yun, di ba? Mura pa rin. Ang kuha
Yes,
nyo,
mura pa rin po. Mura din po.
Cannot be denied. Meron na bibilihan. In fact, itong si Liong, si Lincoln Ong, nakabili pa siya. Sinasabi, Senator Lacson kanina, sinabi ko rin yun, yung dito sa Tiger Phil. Tapos namili pa sila doon sa Green Trend. So meron talaga supply eh. Eh bakit natin pinipilit na pagbigyan natin? Ayun ang mali ninyo. Nakita na talagang yung bakas ninyo, panay pinagbibigyan ang Parmalee to the tune of almost 12 billion. Ako iniiwan ko na lang sa 8.9 billion. That 8.9 billion could have built 4 hospitals of 200 beds each. Diba sinasabi ko? So kaya maraming nasusuklam. Maybe you're on the other side, you don't see the anger. Sometimes when you're in power, kasama mo yung mga in power, hindi ka nakikinig eh. You have to put your ears close to the ground. Hirap ang tao, lalo na ako, nasa Red Cross ako eh. Yan ang panata ko sa buhay. Natutulong kami doon sa kailangan ng dugo, kailangan makapasok sa ospital. Hindi makapasok sa ospital, hanapin ang paraan niya, kukunin namin ng ambulansya, dadalhin namin sa ospital na dudugo ang puso ng tao, di makakain, nagugutom. Kahapon, may isang araw lang, sinakwento ko rito, kinuha namin yung nabagsakan doon sa, tuwan-tuwa siya, nabakunahan siya, nasa dulo siya ng antipolo ng Red Cross, nabakunahan siya, tapos sabi niya, sir, yan yung nangyari sa akin, ako yung nahulog doon sa tulay, doon sa ano ba? Yung sa Skyway, yung paa niya nangingitim. Hindi na siya makalakad. The only breadwinner, nakikiusap, "Sir, kailangan ko mapagamot para makapagtrabaho ko." Yung mga ganyan, hindi niya narinig yan. Ako narinig namin araw-araw yan. The other senators do that because we're public figures. Ang takbo ng tao kami. Yung mga nagninegosyo, ang hanap niyan ay profit. Profit lang, kita. Pinakamalaking profit. They will justify anything. You know? What does it profit the man if he loses a What does it profit a man if he gains the whole world but suffers the loss of his own soul? I hope you have not lost your soul. Wake up, slap yourself in the face and say, tama ba itong ginagawa natin? Kumisan, ako dumaan rin dyan nung bata ako, napapasama ako sa mga siga sa politiko. Napaflatter ako, malalaki. Ay, alam mo, kundi ako bumalik sa edukasyon ko sa atin ngayon, sa UP, saka dito sa magulang ko, siguro nasakmal na ako, nakain na ako. Try to avoid that, and I'm saying that for the young people who are listening out there. Madaling ma-absorb. And the bottom line is, sir, you were performing a fiduciary act. You are supposed to protect the people of this country, especially at the time of pandemic. At this time of pandemic, sinakmal ng family. Family's pandemic, ang tawag ko dyan. Inari ng family yung pandemic. Inari lahat ang piso ng family. PPP. Piso ng tao para sa family pandemic. Ubus tayong lahat. Yan ang nangyari sa atin. I don't have to go through this. I can go through this with you. Pare-pareho eh. Palaging ini-increase yung edge. So sige, let's go to the next one.
So mga kabayan, yan ang muna ating video sa part ng pagdinig sa Kongreso kahapon. Nandiyan naman lahat kung gusto niyo mapanood. Kaso lang yung haba-haba nga ng pagdinig kahapon. At saka maraming wala, no? At saka hindi nakakatanong lahat din. Saka doon natin nakikita na paulit-ulit lang naman yung sagot. At kahit yung tanong ay paulit-ulit din naman. So sana magkaroon na sila ng konkreto dyan, sampahan ng kaso mga kabanat. Kasi habang tumatagal ay halos palayo na. At yan. Yan lang muna mga kabanat. At mamaya siguro yung video ni Congressman Marcolita, titingnan ko kung okay. Pag hindi ko i-upload. Kung medyo may related sa issue natin ngayon ay i-upload natin mga kabanat.